What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugar, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Dimes with Mr. Dugar. And today I'm gonna go a little off the radar, a little non-Eagles news. You had Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray giving a over 3 minute media session today, basically talking about the reports that they had to add film study to his contract and his response to that. But before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box. And Kyler Murray, man. Kyler Murray came out today, did a press conference after the training camp practice or before whatever it was, and basically just talked about the viral report that uh added in his contract he should have it. I forgot the exact amount of time, but he should basically watch film on his own during the week. It was a report last year that Kyler Murray has admitted that he doesn't watch as much film as other quarterbacks. Now, it doesn't mean that he doesn't watch any. And today, Kyler Murray basically came out and said that he's flattered that people think that he could get to where he's at his stature without watching any film or really preparing hard or having a work ethic. And then, of course, he went on and named his accolades. You know, he went 43-0 in high school. Nobody's ever done that. He won the Heisman. He was the number one overall pick in the draft, a top 10 pick in baseball, a two-time Pro Bowler, and just named all the personal accolades that he has and basically said that don't come without some type of film study. But he's honored that people think that he could get to that point. And like my whole response to that is, they also asked him, well, how do you feel about the Cardinals adding that to the contract? And he didn't really answer that question. Look, man, my thing about him, I think Kyler Murray is extremely gifted. Obviously, to be a top pick in football and a top 10 pick in baseball, you clearly got to be very physically gifted and athletic. I think he's extremely fast when he runs with the ball. He's elusive. He throws a beautiful ball. Like I like the way the ball comes out of his hand. He throws it very well. And he's just a ultra talented quarterback. My biggest thing with Kyler Murray though is I feel like, and granted that could change over time. He's still extremely young. He's very immature, and when I've watched, I don't watch the Cardinals a lot, but when I have watched them, and especially when I watch games where it didn't go quite so well for them, you know, he pouts a lot. He's demonstrative. He's throwing his hands in the air at his receivers. He's pouting. He's shaking his head. Like I even remember a preseason game his rookie year, watching Hard Knocks against the Raiders, and they sung the house at him a few times. And he was talking to I think Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown brief stint with the Raiders, and he was saying like, "Man, this sung the house at man." It's like, dude, like that's football. Like people not gonna get out of the way and be nice to you for you to win or for you to have success. They're gonna come for your throat. And that's the thing, man. They started off extremely well over the last few years, and then they have faltered down the stretch. Last year they had a chance to win the division. Week 17, Rams lose to the 49ers and they get blown out at home, by the Seahawks. Then they go to the Rams and get blown out on Monday Night Football, including him throwing an indespicable interception where he just threw it up in the air and in his own end zone, he landed the Rams defender for an probably the easiest pick six you're going to ever see. So with him, man, I just felt like, he shouldn't have even addressed this. If somebody asked him about it, just go on and say, look, man, I do study film. I don't know what all this is about, but I do study my film. That's all you had to say. Like, you ain't got to tell us about what you did in high school and college and all that. We know all that already. Like, clearly, but that's not going to help you at this point of your game. Like, you got to be successful. You got to win. And, I know some people feel like watching film, it gives you a great lift. Guys like the Drew Breeses, Peyton Mannings, Tom Brady's. And then you got your other quarterbacks who are like Murray and those guys who are just physically gifted, Big Ben Roethlisberger, who like to ad lib a little bit. It's pros and cons to it. I remember watching the Saints Falcons Monday night game, and they talked to the Saints at halftime, and they said, "Man, the Falcons are doing everything the complete opposite of what we seen on film." Then there's other instances where quarterbacks make great plays, or not just necessarily quarterbacks. Other position players on defense, or receivers, running backs, tight ends, whatever, linemen. And they basically alluded to having a big play to something they seen on film. So it goes both ways. But for him, that's something that, he's gonna have to get situated in his time in Arizona. But I just think he needs to be a little more mature and be more of a leader. But clearly, hopefully for him, that comes as he gets older and older. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.